All right, sorry about that, folks. Yeah, Charter went out on me. Um, Bubbles was like, she goes to the top. Right as you guys notice the same thing, Bubbles goes to the top of the stairs. She goes, "Did you lose connection?" It's like, "Yeah, we lost connection." You're gonna have to wait on the wheel. I gotta reset everything. So hold on. Well, because when it goes down, they know it gets reset. They know it does. They're like evil like that. They both are. Oh, it didn't reset. It didn't reset. Wow. Normally when the bot loses connection, when it comes back in, it resets. But it didn't that time. All right, Aaron, do me a favor. I got Twisted's answers, so go ahead and send me yours again. And we'll see what happens. Oh, I did not expect that. I honestly did not expect that because normally the Alex Trebet bot will reset the timer on the wheel whenever it goes down. But because I left it running while I was doing all the other resets, it never reset the timer. Refresh, Aaron. If you can't see anything, refresh it because everybody else has got it back. That's because you're so pickable, pick-on-able. So you're not seeing. Close it out and reopen it, because that's what it's doing. Hello, Lalani. How are you doing, darling? Because everybody else has it. Everybody else has got it up. Yeah, I apologize for that, folks. Like I said, Charter basically went down, and it may go down again, so you guys will just have to be patient with me. That was one reason I went with coffee tonight, because I knew I was going to need it. And I should have used that time to make some more, but I didn't think about it. So, try your whisper for me, Aaron. Trivia Bot should be up. Oh, wait, no. Trivia Bot won't be up. Hold on. Trivia Bot won't be up because I got to reconnect. Come on, Trivia Bot, get where you're supposed to be. All right, we're gonna have to wait on Trivia Bot. I got to work on that one. So let me do this, Aaron. We're gonna see if you can see this. Yeah, it didn't work. All right, do me a favor, Fallen or Twisty, send me just another whisper. Just send me any whisper. Well, because I'm not on the Twitch page, so I may not be able to whisper. I can't whisper through Restream. I just remembered that. I cannot whisper through Restream. So it's got to be an incoming. Just tell me, send me a whisper twist and let me know when you send it. Like I said, when Charter goes out, it's like I got a lot of resetting I have to do. No, I didn't get it. I did not get it. Damn it. Alright, I'm not getting them. Hold on. Nope. They're not coming through. Alright, let me hold on. I'm going to reset the bot, so hold on. I gotta reset Alex. Bear with me, guys. Alright. Nope, that was... Hey, Max, what's good? Because what it does is it's like, because it dropped, it literally has to resync a bunch of files. Bot's attempting to connect. Alright, bot is connected. Alright, somebody send a command. Doesn't matter. Alright, I just got one from Sea Chicken, so the whispers are working. Yeah, I had to reset the bot. Alright. I don't know why wheel's not working. Wheel should be working. Did I turn wheel off? I don't think I did. Nope, wheel is not off, so wheel should be working. There we go. And I stole it from you guys. You guys can't use it now. But I'm going to be nice to Sea Chicken. No, not an exclamation, right, Aaron? It's a /W like that. But I'll take that since we're running a little behind. All right, since Sea Chicken did do it first, I'm going to give him the freebie. Yeah, but the bot hadn't connected. Until the bot connects, the commands don't work. You guys got to remember that. Basically, until Alex is here, it doesn't do you any good. Sea Chicken was officially the first one when it was valid. I'm just hoping it's not a one-player game because I don't have a one-player game ready. Oh, Sea Chicken, no prize for you. No prize for the Sea Chicken. Alright, so with that, I will tell you guys, I got both of the answers from Aaron and from Twisty. And you guys went identical, Whoop, get back there. You guys both went identical. What do you call a certain sponge cake originating in France? You both went with a Claudette and a Madeleine. I am going to say the only one I think I can completely rule out is Isabel. That's the only one I think I could actually rule out. The other three, it might be. So, with that, let's find out. Is it a Claudette? Is it a Madeleine? Or does Sari basically find somebody new? It is a Madeleine. A sponge. It's a special sponge cake in France. It's a pattern. It's a pattern. All right. So you both lose one chip, and we go to the next question. Holy Roman Emperor Frederick I went on the Third Crusade, but he died along the way. How did he die? Did he get poisoned by a traitor? Hey, coach, what's up? Did he fall off a mountain? Did he drown crossing a river? Or did he get trampled by a horse? So this is for Twisty and Aaron. Just remember, Aaron, the \W is the whisper. Exclamation don't work. / don't work. You have to do \W, then my name, and then your answers. Holy Roman Emperor Frederick I went on the Third Crusade, but he died along the way. How did he die? And I have no idea what the timer was at, so we're just going to bump it up to 25. Oop, let's try that again. And thanks for that, Scoops. All right, we got Twisted's answer. So, Aaron, we need yours. Holy Roman Emperor I went along on the Third Crusade, but he died on the way. How did he die? Was he poisoned by a traitor? Did he fall off a mountain? Did he drown crossing a river? Or was he trampled by a horse? Hey, my mother-in-law can actually cook. But if he tried making out with my mother-in-law, my father-in-law probably did kill him. So, Aaron, we're waiting for your answer. Well, it's got to be working if I got the one from Twisted. It is again. So just do a copy of this, Aaron. Copy everything from the / over. It's working because I just sent you a whisper. There we go. All right, so I will tell you right now, you guys varied a little, but not by much. Aaron went with 3 chips. Twisty went with 2. So how did Holy Roman Emperor Frederick I die on his way to Jerusalem for the Third Crusade? You guys are hoping it's not poisoned by a traitor? And Twisty's hoping he didn't fall off a mountain. The correct answer is he drowned while crossing a river. Holy Roman Emperor Frederick I went to battle and he died by drowning. I'd hate to see what his tombstone read. I would hate to see what his tombstone read. Alright, so you are both still in the game. And here is your next question. What modern day country includes what was once known as the Kingdom of Castile? What modern day country includes what was once known as the Kingdom of Castile? Was it Spain, France, the United States, or Italy? What modern day country includes what was once known as the Kingdom of Castile, or Castile, or Castile? I think it's Castile. It read glug, glug, glug. It read, my armor was just too damn heavy. That's what I'm saying it read. What modern day country includes what was once known as the Kingdom of Castile? We have Spain, France, the United States, and Italy. Now the question is, do you guys know this one? It read glug, glug, glug. That's the translation. Yeah, it's like glug, armor, chainmail. But that's gotta suck. You're getting ready to go to battle and you die on the way there. And that's how you're going to be remembered. That's gotta suck for your memoirs. All right, we got Aaron's guess. So we're waiting on Twisty. I don't know. I could see it being any one of the 4. And we got Twisty's guess. All right, Twisty says it was either Spain or France. Aaron says it was either Spain or Italy, which means if it is Spain, you each lose a chip. So we're going to take the chip off because that doesn't matter. As long as it's not the United States, somebody's still in the game. If it's Spain, you're both still in the game. The correct answer is the Kingdom of Castile is Spain. I think that one was almost too obvious, but I could have seen it being any one of the 4. Because I could have seen it as being part of what was Mexico and California and Arizona and all that. I could see it being part of the Italian mountains. It could have been on the border of Spain and France. You never, ever, ever know. All right, so Aaron, Twisted, here is your next question. Which of the following is a traditional Filipino wide-brimmed hat? Is it cloth, Phrygian, I think I say that right, a salicot, or a caracul? Which of those 4 is a traditional Filipino wide-brimmed hat? Well, it depends. I may have said it completely wrong, Twisted. So it might have been Castille, which sounds kind of Italian, or Castile. All right, we have Twisted's guess. So, Aaron, we're waiting on yours. Which of the following is a traditional Filipino wide-brimmed hat? A cloak, a Frisian, a salicat, or a caracul? All right, we got everybody's answers. And I will tell you, you guys agreed on, salicat. Twisty went with the Phrygian. And Aaron went with the cloak. Again, if I'm saying this right, I have no clue. Oh, wait, I got that backwards. I got twist. All right, so I got them backwards. Aaron went with the cloak and the salicat. Twisty went with the Phrygian and the wait a minute. Okay, there we go. Twisted went with B and C. Aaron went with A and C. I got it right. So no matter what, you guys are definitely each losing one chip. So we're hoping it's not a caracul. If it's a caracul, you're both out. If it is a salicat, you're both still in. If it is a Phrygian or a cloak, cloche, whatever, one of you is out. The correct answer is it's a salicat. It's the wide-brimmed floppy hat is a salicat, which means you are both still in the game. All right, ladies and gentlemen, Aaron, Twisty, here is your next question. Frank Lloyd Wright developed which style of architecture, which was known for the use of brick and unfinished wood? Was it plateau architecture, oasis architecture, meadow architecture, or prairie architecture? I think I know this one. Frank Lloyd Wright developed which style of architecture, which was known for the use of brick and unfinished wood? Was it known as plateau architecture, oasis architecture, meadow architecture, or prairie architecture? I think I know this one. I think I know this one. And again, I'm not looking at the answers, so all right, we got Aaron's guess in, and we got Twisted's guess in, and you guys went identical. So you're either both still in, or you're both out. You both went with plateau and prairie. I'm going to lay odds it's prairie. I'm pretty sure on this one. The correct answer is prairie architecture. Is basically, it's unfinished wood because it was like he developed it based on them chopping the tree down. They would literally chop the bark off, and that's all they would do. He's copying from your paper. All right, so Twisted Aaron, you are still in the game. And here is the next question. Which of the following game tokens were added to the game of Monopoly in 1997? Which of the following game tokens were added to the game of Monopoly in 1997? Did they add the battleship, the purse, the cat, or the sack of money? I will tell you all 4 were late additions. I just don't remember which one on which year. I think I know, but I'm not 100% sure. I know all 4 were late additions to the game. I think I know, and I would probably have to use 2. All right, we got Aaron's guess in. Twisted, we're waiting on yours. Which of these were added to the game of Monopoly in 1997? All right, we're in. Twisted wasn't sure, so he went with A, B, and D. Aaron wasn't sure, and he went with A and C. I would have gone for C and D. I can't remember when the cat was added. I honestly don't remember. So if it is the battleship, you are both still in the game. If it is the cat, Aaron's in, Twisted is out. If it is the purse or the sack of money, Twisted is still in. Ladies and gentlemen, the token that was added in 1997 was, I think it's the cat. Oh, it's the sack of money. And yes, there is a cat. It was the sack of money, which means Twisted survives against Aaron. Wow. Well, see, I would have covered my bases. I said cat or sack of money, so I would have had it right on one of the 2. But yeah, they did add a cat. I'm guessing it had to be 98 or 99 then. The battleship was 94. The purse was 99. The cat was 2013. Okay. Well, that's because you probably have an edition, Aaron, that was like before 2013 or before 97. I know the battleship was the earliest one added. Then I thought the cat was 90. I thought the cat was 97, but apparently the cat was added in 2013. The purse was 20. I know the purse was late. That one I knew was not it. All right, which means it is now Twisty versus Sari, because Sari is the only one left. And again, if you guys want to jump in, those of you that are watching, please feel free to say so, and we will add you in after this. So it is Twisty versus Sari. If Twisty wins this, he's run the table. If not, Sari is in control of the board. All right, so with that. No, because Sari's the only one left, Twisted, so you don't get a choice. If there was anybody left, then you would have had a choice. But the people that are viewing aren't speaking up to volunteer. That's the old version. That's the 93 version, I think, Aaron. Ship, because the battleship was added in 93, I think. Well, wait a minute. You got the ship, the dog, the cat. So you got 2013 ones. So how do you not have the sack of money? Because yeah, the cat is definitely, cat was a late one. I know the purse was a late one. Well, what it is they probably like added it and then shuffled them around, which is also possible. Sack of Money retired in 07. It must not have lasted long then, because I know it was late. It must not have lasted long then if it retired in 2007. Because I thought it came in later than that. The wheelbarrow got taken out. I don't remember when the wheelbarrow got taken. I know the wheelbarrow got removed. But yeah, they pretty much decided they had to like change it up, and I don't know why they do it. And then what they do is they basically shuffle the ones that are left. So it's like every set might be different. That I do know they do. All right, Sari, Twisted, here is your first question. In the book, Uncle Tom's Cabin, who was the primary slave dealer villain? In the book, Uncle Tom's Cabin, who was the primary slave dealer villain? Was it Michael LaPointe, Simon Legree, John Lafayette, or William Lachey? In the book Uncle Tom's Cabin, who was the primary slave dealer villain? I know this one. I know this one. Alright, I got Sari's answer in. Twisted. This has been the easiest question we've come across so far, I think. This one I know. And Twisted is in. Alright, Sari basically thinks she knows this without a doubt because she only went with one answer. Twisted, on the other hand, wasn't so sure. Twisted went with all four. So, as long as it's Simon Legree, you're both still in. Ladies and gentlemen, the primary slave dealer villain in Uncle Tom's Cabin is Simon Legree. That one I knew. That one I had no doubts about on my end. Alright, question 24. Which U.S. president was it said that Walt Whitman's poem, "O Captain, My Captain," was written about? Was it written about George Washington, Thomas Jefferson, Abraham Lincoln, or Theodore Roosevelt? Which U.S. president was it said that Walt Whitman's poem, "O Captain, My Captain," was written about? Alright, I have Sari's answer. I don't know if I'd call this one easy if you don't know the poem. Because I will be honest, I have two possibles. I've got one I know it's not. Alright, the guesses are in. And with that, Sari, she thinks she knows it. She says it's Abraham Lincoln. Twisted, almost sure, but not quite, said Abraham Lincoln and Theodore Roosevelt. And I had to think about it because I was thinking Roosevelt, and then something clicked and said, I'm not sure that's right. So, if it is Abraham Lincoln, they're both still in. If it is Theodore Roosevelt, Twisted, clean sweeps, unless Delve wants in. The correct answer is, "O Captain, My Captain" was written about Abe Lincoln. I can't remember because you don't realize it until like the third or fourth stanza. I want to say third or fourth stanza, and then it's kind of obvious. And I had to think in my head which one it was, because I couldn't remember if it was about Lincoln or if it was about Roosevelt and his Rough Riders. All right, ladies and gentlemen, the next question on the board: which song was Elton John's first gold single? Well, because Twisted swept, Fallen. And then what I'm going to do is I'm basically going to pull Twisted out if he beats Sari. If he doesn't beat Sari, then we'll go. Then we're going to keep going. Was Elton John's first gold single Rocket Man, Rock and Roll Madonna, Tiny Dancer, or Crocodile Rock? Yeah, but you may not have gotten to this same point. Because again, if Sari, let's say we start with Sari and Fallen, they may have gotten through 23 questions before one of them lost. So you may be getting like the next batch of questions. Which song is Elton John's first gold single? Rocket Man, Rock and Roll Madonna, Tiny Dancer, or Crocodile Rock? And like I said, if anybody's looking these up, I'm going to slap you, I'm going to Lucille you, and then I will never let you play again. Alright, Twisty is in. Waiting for Sari. And Sari is in. Alright. Well, see, I hate it when people Google multiple choice ones. It's supposed to be in the fun of the game. It is a combined matchup. They went with Rocket Man, Tiny Dancer, and Crocodile Rock. The trick is, which one's his first gold one? That's the trick, is which one is his first gold one. So, if you guys are still in the game, you each lose 2 chips. I am leaning towards Rocket Man, but I'm not sure. I can't remember when Crocodile Rock came out. I can't remember when Crocodile Rock came out. The correct answer, ladies and gentlemen, Elton John's first gold single, as long as it's not B, is Crocodile Rock. Oh, I would have, wow, because I would have said A and D. Crocodile, but which one went to gold first, Twisted? That's the question. Crocodile Rock actually went to gold before Rocket Man did. I did not know that. I would have survived just on luck of the draw on that one. All right, ladies and gentlemen. The next question on the board. Clanton, Alabama claims to be what fruit capital of the state? Is it the orange capital of Alabama, the apple capital of Alabama, the peach capital of Alabama, or the lemon capital of Alabama? Clanton, Alabama claims to be what fruit capital of the state of Alabama? All right, Sari's guess is it. I don't know. I'm leaning towards... I honestly don't know. I'm leaning towards 3 of them. I've only got one I think I can, like, ignore. All right, they have their answers in, and both claim to be that Clanton is the peach capital of the state of Alabama. The only one I'm sure I could say it's not is the orange capital. Some reason lemon is kicking in. Some reason lemon's kicking in, but I don't know if that's right. I would have gone with B, C, and D. The correct answer, ladies and gentlemen, Clanton, Alabama claims to be the peach capital of Alabama. Or Alabama, as some people would say. How'd you guys know that one? I'm just curious, because that would have been a total guess on my part. For some reason lemon kept sticking out, and I'm like, I don't know. I would have said B, C, and D. The only one I was pushing off was orange. That was the only one I was pushing off. No, apples do grow that far south. But yeah. All right, ladies and gentlemen, the next question on the board. Which of the following astronomers did Isaac Newton talk with that inspired him to create Philosophiae Naturalis Principia Mathematica? Because Washington, Georgia, Florida? No, you'd be surprised how well lemons grow in the South. You would really be surprised. As long as it doesn't, you don't have that cold snap. Lemons actually do grow well in the South. Which of the following astronomers did Isaac Newton talk to that inspired him to create his most famous work, Philosophiae Naturalis Principia Mathematica? I think I know this one. But I'm not sure. All right, Twisty using up all of his spare chips because he doesn't know. Sari says Edmund Halley. I think it's Edmund Halley, but I'm not 100% sure. I think it's Edmund Halley. So Twisted is definitely down to one chip. He's definitely moving on. If Sari is right, she is in a commanding spot. The correct answer is Edmund Halley. The only other one I thought it might be was Giorgio Cassini, but I don't remember Cassini like being a mathematics genius. And that was the only other one I was thinking of. All right, ladies and gentlemen, question number 28. You know of Uncle Tom's Cabin, but that's not the actual entire title. Which of these finishes the title of the novel? Is it Uncle Tom's Cabin or Life Among the Lowly? Is it Uncle Tom's Cabin Upon the Trail? Uncle Tom's Cabin on the Road to Rescue? Or Uncle Tom Cabin's A Slave Escape? I think I know this one. Now, Twisted, you only get to pick one. Sari can pick up to 4. All right, we got Sari's in. I think I know this, but I'm not sure. I think I know this, but I'm not 100% sure. Nope, you can't choose. You got to pick one. Only one, Twisted. You got one chip to work with. All right, I will tell you. You both went with A. Sari covered her bases and said C. I want to say it's Uncle Tom's Cabin, A Slave's Escape, but I'm not sure. I don't know. All right, ladies and gentlemen, the correct answer is Twisted still in the game, or does Sari finish him off? Life Among the Lowly. I thought it was A Slave's Escape. I really thought it was. I would have blown that one. I would have been guessing on all 4 of them. So Twisted and Sari still in the game. And we go to question number 29. Which Russian explorer was said to have been the first to have discovered Alaska? Which Russian explorer was said to have been the first to have discovered Alaska? Vasily Golovin, Johann George Gemlin, Semyon Dezhinov, or Peter I don't even want to say these Russian names. And I will tell you, I know all four of these are actually Russian explorers. I do know that. So you might be thinking a couple of them don't sound Russian. I know they're Russian because I took the other three from a Russian explorer list. Just so you know. This was one I made sure was not an easy one. Which Russian explorer was said to have been the first to have discovered Alaska? Vasily Golovin, Johann George Gmelin, Semyon Dezinov, or Peter Paktusov? So, Twisted, you only get one choice. Sari, you get up to 4. I think I remember this one. Like I said, I know all 4 are Russian. All right, we have Sari's guess in. Twisty? Twister's like, damn it. It's the one that's in the KGB. And we have Twisted's guess in. Alright. Sari, for the first time, had to cover her bases. She wasn't sure. Twisty said it was Semyon Dezinov. I know Johann was basically the first Russian explorer into Southeast Asia. That I'm 100% sure of. I want to say Peter was the first Russian to visit Japan. I think Japan or Korea. But I know this one. This one I actually know. The correct answer is, if it is Semyon, you're both still in. If it's anybody else, Sari moves on, and she gets to pick her next opponent. It is Semyon Dezinov. It is Semyon Dezinov. Vasily was Siberia. Semyon went to Alaska. Johann, I think, was Southeast Asia. And the last one was Japan. Oh, that one was a good one. That was a good one. That one gave Twisted a shot. All right, government waste indeed. By error, the Pentagon once ordered an 82-year supply of freeze-dried what? Was it ice cream, sliced pineapple, tuna salad, or beef jerky? By error, the Pentagon once ordered an 82-year supply of freeze-dried what? Was it freeze-dried ice cream, freeze-dried sliced pineapple, freeze-dried tuna salad, or freeze-dried beef jerky? I don't know. I have a suspicion, but I don't know. He makes a fool of himself and everybody else, Toon. By error, the Pentagon once ordered an 82-year supply of freeze-dried what? I think I know this one. But I would be honest, I would have to pick 3 of them. All right, we got Twisted's guess. Sari, we're waiting on you, my dear. And Sari covering her bases a little bit. All right, you both went with ice cream, but Sari took a chance and said sliced pineapple and tuna salad. I think, and I'm using the word think because I don't remember, and I'm trying not to look at the answers unless I absolutely have to so I can read a question. I think it's tuna salad. I think they ordered an 82-year supply of tuna salad. But I would have had to say A, C, or D. I don't think it'd be freeze-dried pineapple. I don't think it'd be freeze-dried pineapple. It is tuna salad, which means Sari has beaten Twisty, giving him his first loss of the game. I was pretty sure it was tuna salad. Which means Sari moves on. Delb, do you want to end this game or not? If you do, we'll put you in, and it'll be you versus Sari. Because if you're in, you're the last one. If you don't want in, then Sari gets to choose who she wants to play. Alright, she's too drunk. Alright, so Sari, that means you get to choose anybody but Twisted on the first match. So right now, I know Fallen's still here. Sea Chicken's still here. Toon is still here, I think. Aaron, or if you are, I don't think Aaron's here. And Red is here. Alright, Sari says she's going to take on Fallen. Alright, so Fallen, you cannot lose or you are out. No ifs, ands, or buts. You cannot lose or that is your second loss. And we are about a third of the way through the questions. I think there are 100 questions on this game, but I am not sure. Alright, so Sari, Fallen, here is your first question. Let's duel. What does a Frenchman mean when he says quel dommage? What does a Frenchman mean when he says quel dommage? Does he mean what a pity? What's the damage? What was said? Or what do you mean? Alright, we have Sari's answer in. Fallen. What does a Frenchman mean when he says quel dommage? What a pity. What's the damage? What was said? And what do you mean? And you guys went for identical answers. You both said it means what a pity. I will tell you right now, I think it's what a pity. I can't remember 100%, but I think that's what it is, because I never took French. The correct answer is Quel dommage means what a pity. All right, so nobody loses any chips. Here is the next question. In the song Happy Birthday, how many times
But it isn't my birthday until November 6th.
does the phrase actually get sung? In the full song Happy Birthday, how many times does the phrase actually get sung? Is it 5 times, 3 times, 6 times, or 4 times? And now I know Alexa's birthday. All right, we have Sari's guess. Or I should say, we now know Alexa's birthday. And we have Fallen's guess. In the song Happy Birthday.
But it isn't my birthday
Shut
until
up.
November 6th.
You both say it was sung 4 times throughout the entire song. I think it's 4 times, but I was leaning towards doubling it just in case. I would have said 4 or 5. The phrase Happy Birthday is actually sung only 4 times during the entire song, or only 4 times. That's a lot of happy birthdays. He had to sing it. All right, so nobody loses any chips yet. Here is the next question. According to Cosmopolitan, most adults get depressed on what day of the week? Is it Sunday, Tuesday, Monday, or Saturday? According to Cosmopolitan, most adults get depressed on what day of the week? I don't know. I honestly don't know. I can see a lot of possibilities. According to Cosmopolitan, most adults get depressed on what day of the week? All right, we have Sari's guess in. We have Fallen's guess in. All right, Fallen covered his bases, so no matter what, he moves on. He is going to lose 3 chips. Sari says it is either Sunday or Monday. I'm leaning towards Sunday, but I don't know. If it is Tuesday or Saturday, Fallen gives Sari her first loss. If it is Sunday or Monday, they're both still in it. The correct answer is most adults get depressed on Monday. So they are both still in the game. I wasn't sure if I thought it was Sunday, but I would have said Sunday or Monday would have been my 2 choices. Tuesday just seemed a little too out there for me. And nobody gets depressed on Saturday, do they? Nobody gets depressed on Saturdays. Unless you have to work on Saturdays and Sundays. Alright, the next question. Invented in 1954 by 4 divers from England, it is known as underwater hockey. By what other name does this hockey-like sport take place? Or by what other name does this hockey-like sport take? Invented in 1954 by 4 divers from England, it is known as underwater hockey. By what other name does this hockey-like sport take? Is it known as a crab crawl? Is it known as shrimpers? Is it known as squiddly? Or is it known as octopush? Alright, Fallen's guess is in, Sari's is in, and they both say it's called octopush. I'm leaning towards octopush just because it seems to fit. But I could see it being called Squidly. I could. It's just got that British sounding feel to it. The correct answer is octopush. It is known as octopush. All right, the next question. Other than one word, Pakistan's national anthem is sung in what language? Other than one word, Pakistan's national anthem is sung in what language? Is it sung in Hindi, Punjabi, Urdu, or Farsi? No, they're only like that after you doodled on them, Twisted. Then they're known as octopushes. Other than one word, Pakistani's national anthem is sung in what language? Hindi, Punjabi, Urdu, or Farsi? I think I know this one. I think I know this one. We have Sari's answer in. Twisted, you are up. And we have Fallen's answers in. And Fallen covered his bases with A, B, and D. Sari went with just Farsi. And I think it's Farsi. I don't remember why I think that. The correct answer is Farsi. I don't know why I remembered that one. I honestly don't. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for question 36. And we got to remove 2 from Fallen. The next question. What method of statistical sampling gets its name because of its use of randomness and the whoop, I got to read the whole question over here, so give me a minute. What method of statistical sampling gets its name because of its use of randomness and the repetitive nature of the process that are analogous to the activities conducted at a casino? Okay. What method of statistical sampling gets its name because of its use of randomness and the repetitive nature of the process that are analogous, and I can't even say that word right now, to the activities conducted at a casino? Is it the Macau simulation, the Atlantic City simulation, the Las Vegas simulation, or the Monte Carlo simulation? What method of statistical sampling gets its name because of its use of randomness and the repetitive nature of the process that are analogous to the activities conducted at a casino? And we have Fallen's guess. So we're waiting on Sari. I got one I can get rid of. I think there's one I can get rid of. All right, Fallen says, without a doubt in his mind, it is the Monte Carlo situation. Sari, not as sure, says it's Atlantic City, Vegas, or Monte Carlo. The only one I'm sure it's not is Atlantic City. I can't remember what it's called, but I do know it's not Atlantic City. That I'm pretty sure of. So if it is Macau, you're both out. If it is anything but Monte Carlo, Fallen is out. The correct answer is the Monte Carlo simulation. The only one I was sure it wasn't was Atlantic City. All right, so Fallen has 5 chips left. Sari has 7. Here is the next question. Let's duel. According to historians, this is the oldest device of personal hygiene that is still in use by humans. According to historians, this is the oldest device of personal hygiene that is still in use by humans. Hello, Mrs. Gremlin Mogwai. How are we doing today? Is it a toothpick, a towel, a razor, or a comb? According to historians, this is the oldest device of personal hygiene that is still in use today by humans. Toothpick, towel, razor, or comb. How are you doing, my favorite little giggle monster? I think I know this one. I think this is one I know. We are doing well. You were kidnapped. Did they put you in a burlap sack, Smile? Because that's how we do our kidnappings around the Streamerverse. You got to have a burlap sack. All right, we got Sari's guess. So, Fallen, we're waiting on you. See, because if they just use like a regular trash bag or the zip ties, it doesn't have the same feel as a burlap sack. All right, Sari says it is a toothpick. Fallen wasn't sure and said it was a toothpick, a towel, or a razor. I would have said either a toothpick or a comb. Those would have been my 2 choices. No cutting people free, Twisted. If we cut them free, then how do we like drag them back in? The oldest device of personal hygiene that is still in use by humans today is the toothpick, which means Fallen is down to 3 chips. Sari's been gambling. Sari's basically like 1, and she's like, I've got it right. And thank you for that, my friend. All right, so Fallen, you only have 3 choices available to you on the next question. Here is question 38. What unit of measurement was described by Theodore Maiman, the inventor of the first working laser, as an early measurement of laser output power? Did he call it a cartridge? Did he call it a Bic? Did he call it a Winchell? Or did he call it a Gillette? What unit of measurement was described by Theodore Maiman, the inventor of the first working laser, as an early measurement of laser output power? So remember, Fallen, you've only got 3. You can only choose up to 3. Sari can choose up to 4. Twisted doesn't follow anybody's rules. We know that. All right, we have Sari's guess in. Fallen, we're waiting for yours. I'm not sure. I think I know, but I'm not sure. I would have to pick 3 of them for me to move on from this question, I think. I would have had to pick 3 of these answers to move on. Oh, by the way, because I see he's there. Freddie, we ready to duel or not? I'm just asking. I came prepared. All right, and we have Fallen's guess. All right, and I will tell you, you guys covered completely different answers on this one. Fallen went with the Bic and the Winchell. Sari went for just one again, and she went with the Gillette. Now, the only thing I remember from this is all 4 of these are actual razor names. They are all 4 razor brands. There was a cartilage razor brand. I can't even speak right. Brand. I know there is a Winchell brand. Everybody knows about the Bic and the Gillette brand. I would have had to have said B, C, and D for myself. I would have had to. So if it is Gillette, Sari knocks Fallen out of the game completely. If it is Bic and Winchell, or if it's anything else, well, if it's cartilage, you're both out. If it's Bic or Winchell, Fallen is still in and Sari is out. The early measurement of laser output power was a Gillette. It was a Gillette, which means Fallen has just lost his second game, and he is out of the game. So Fallen cannot win this game. You're not rooting for either of them? I was pretty sure it was a Gillette, but I knew it had to be B, C, or D. I knew it had to be one of the 3. All right, Sari. Who would you like to take on next? And if you are new to the channel, welcome to Listwitch. We are the only live interactive game show. We are here every Tuesday. We are here every Thursday and every Saturday. And basically, we do some tributes to some of your favorite TV game shows. Tonight we're doing Duel, and we're pretty much running through all the questions in this just because we can, and because I've had enough coffee to keep myself awake. The ones that have a loss right now are Sea Chicken Tune, Red, Twisted, and I don't think Aaron is here. They're all supposed to be tough on this one, Fallen. They're all supposed to be tough. The point of the duel game is, even if you know your trivia, these should be harder than anything. If you haven't played yet and you guys want to take a chance at the duel, please feel free to speak up. And we will put you on the list. The goal is to avoid losing 2 games, or be the winner with the most chips left when we get to the final question on the game. And I think there's 100 questions to the game. That's the goal. Like I said, this is supposed to be my hardest game I have. Trivia-wise. Cash Trap is supposed to be tough, but it doesn't necessarily have to be, because you can be beat by players' choices. You can be locked out in Cash Trap, so that even if there were easy questions, you won't have a chance. Mark hates the game Cash Trap because he's always the first target whenever somebody does a lockout. So we know Walrus is here. We know Toon's here. I think Sea Chicken is still here. And Twisty is here. And again, if you are a new player and you want to join in, just speak up and let me know. Oh, you did do red. Oh, you did do red. I'm apologizing. All right, so Walrus, you are... Quit reading the questions. Quit reading my question file, Twisty. He's reading Uncle Tom's Cabin, what he's reading. That's what Twisty's reading. I just saw red and it didn't click that it was Walrus. All right, so Red, you have to win this to stay in the game. If Sari beats you, you are out as well. So here is question number 39. What do you call a young turkey? Do you call it a goblet, a turk, a cray, or a poult? What do you call a young turkey? A goblet, a turk, a cray, or a poult? I think I know this, but I would have to hedge my bets. I think I know this, but I would definitely have to hedge my bets. What do you call a young turkey? All right, we have Sari's guess in, Walrus, and we have Walrus's guess in. All right, Sari is the champion, is on the left on this board. Sari and Walrus both agreed. It might be a goblet. It might be a poult. And Walrus said it might be a cray. So you neither of you think it's a turk. I'm going to agree with you there. I think I know what a poult is. If it's not the right one, I know what it is. I'm leaning towards cray for some reason, but I don't know. I would have said A and C. I would have had to say A and C. So, no matter what, Walrus is losing 2. Sari's losing 1. The correct answer for what is a young turkey is a poult. See, I would have gotten it, but out of luck. I would have gotten that one out of luck. So I would have agreed with Sari, because I wasn't sure if it was a poult. Because I keep thinking a poult is just a young chicken. I was thinking a poult was a young chicken. All right, the next question. Let's duel. Question 40. What division of the UK boasts the granite quarry that produces all curling stones? What division of the UK boasts the granite quarry that produces all curling stones in the world? Is it England, Scotland, Northern Ireland, or Wales? I am pretty sure I know this one. This one I'm like 99.8% sure I've got. Which division of the UK boasts the granite quarry that produces all curling stones in the world? All right, we have Sari's guess in. And Walrus, we're waiting on you. I am 99.8% sure I got this one. And we have Walrus's in. And you both went with the same answer. You both say it's Scotland. All right, Tuned Off, you say you know this one. Did they get it right? Tuned Off says he knows this, so we're going to see what Tuned Off says. Tuned Off says they got it right. It is Wales. The granite quarry that produces all curling stones in the world is in Wales. It is not Scotland. It is, oh God, I had the name of it. It's a goofy name, but I knew this one. I actually knew this one. This one I would have actually gotten. Which means Walrus is out of the game. Sari has her first loss. But I don't remember how they got the deal. But the deal is that Wales there's a huge quarry north of Cardiff. I think it's north of Cardiff that has exclusive rights to make all curling stones that are used, because they have to have a certain density to them, and it's the only one that does it. I think it's north of Cardiff, but don't quote me on that. All right, that means Sari is out for this game, but she only has one loss. So we have Sea Chicken, Tuned Off, Twisted. Or if one of you new players want to join in, please feel free to speak up. No, because the one you're thinking of doesn't do granite. The one I know which one. I think I know which one you're thinking of, Toon. I am pretty sure I know which one you're thinking of. But the quarry itself has some sort of weird contract where their stones are used. And the only reason I know that is because there was a special on the Cardiff quarries. Yeah, it's like Isle of Craig or something like that. But the only reason I know this is because there was a Doctor Who special where they talked about the Cardiff quarry and how they used it for all their outdoor shots. And I think it was Barrowman who basically said, yeah, and there's another quarry with it that has the rights to produce all curling stones. Maybe Fallen. Like I said, I want to have fun with this one tonight. That's why I've been running this one so long. Alright, so Twisted, Toon, Sea Chicken. You are the only three left because I know Aaron's gone to bed. Which of the three of you would like to compete? Alright, Sea Chicken says he's in. So we do Sea Tuna. Twisted. Toon. Who wants to take on Sea Chicken first? So we are now officially in sudden death. We got 4 players because nobody else is wanting to play, or nobody else has volunteered. So we got 4 players, all with 1 loss. Twisted, Toon, Fallen's out, and Red's out. The Fallen and Red are the 2 eliminees so far. See, Twisted, I was kind of surprised that's why you held Sari for so long, because you kind of put her in the driver's seat early. I knew you were saving that matchup, but it was one of those where it's like, I don't know if it, because it's double elimination if we get that far. I might want her early so I can force her back in early. So, tune, red, or twisted. Or, I mean, tune, tune, or twisted. Who wants to take on the chicken? Oh, Siri making us take a quick break as we pull up the wheel for Siri. And we find out I know, Twisted doesn't know the meaning of the word logic. Oh, it's another no. Oh, that was close. That was close, but it is a no prizer. It is just over the line, and I mean by a fraction. It is indeed the no prize for Siri. All right, tuned up. It is you versus Sea Chicken, and again, this is. I've got the vault turned off, Del, because we're down to less than 12 numbers, which means the vault command is turned off. Once we're down to 12 numbers, the vault command goes bye-bye. The vault slot on the wheel just basically becomes you get your points back. All right, tuned off. Sea Chicken. This is an elimination match. And here is the first question. Let's duel. What Nickelodeon series attracted 70% of all 2 to 14-year-olds watching TV for its 10th anniversary special in 2001? What Nickelodeon series attracted 70% of all 2 to 14-year-olds that were watching TV for its 10th anniversary special in 2001? Was it Rugrats, SpongeBob, Blue's Clues, or Johnny Test? Which Nickelodeon series attracted 70% of all 2 to 14-year-olds watching TV for its 10th anniversary special? So let me make sure I got this right. So Sari's got 3 wins. Twisted has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wins. I think I know this, but I'm not sure. I got one I think I can eliminate. I think I got one I could eliminate, but I don't know. Which Nickelodeon series attracted 70% of all 2 to 14-year-olds watching TV for its 10th anniversary special? And you guys went with the exact same answers. You both went for Rugrats and Blue's Clues. I will be honest, I was thinking Rugrats, but I don't know. I don't remember when Rugrats started. I don't remember when Rugrats started. With that, the correct answer, I knew it wasn't Johnny Test. I know it's not Johnny Test. That's the only one I'm sure of. It is Rugrats. Rugrats apparently started in 1991. All right, so you each lose 1 chip, but you're both still in the game. And here is the next question. What U.S. presidential candidate's advisor considered William French Smith as a running mate until they discovered he had died years earlier? One of these 4 presidential candidates had their advisors recommend William French Smith as a vice presidential running mate until they found out he died. Was it the presidential candidate of H. Ross Perot, Walter Mondale, George Herbert Walker Bush, or George W. Bush? which of these four candidates' advisors suggested William French Smith as a running mate until they discovered he had died years prior? You know that's scary when your own advisors want you to run with a dead guy. All right, we got Sea Chicken's guess in. Tune. I don't know. I honestly, it could be any one of the four. And we got Tunes in. All right, Tuned Off said it was either H. Ross Perot or George W. Bush. Sea Chicken covering his bases and said it was all four of them, which means no matter what, Sea Chicken is moving on. I was leaning towards Perot. But I have no clue. If it is Walter Mondale or George H.W. Bush, Tuned Off is eliminated. The correct answer is it was H. Ross Perot. Just goes to show you how dysfunctional their campaign was. So you guys are both still in the game, and Tuned Off loses one chip. Yeah, but Mondale had some screwy advisors too, Tuned Off. He had some screwy advisors as well. Good thing you ain't playing yet, huh? All right, question 43. Let's duel. What singer titled a slim volume of essays, poetry, and sketches called Chasing Down the Dawn? What singer titled a slim volume of essays, poetries, and sketches called Chasing Down the Dawn? Was it Taylor Swift, Jewel, Miley Cyrus, or Beyonce? And I don't know. I have no clue on this one. Hey, Bleach, what's good? Wait a minute, it's 11:30 and you're awake. There's something wrong with this picture, I think. Which singer titled a slim volume of essays, poetries, and sketches called Chasing Down the Dawn? Alright, we got Tuned Off's answer in, so we're waiting on Sea Chicken. I don't know. I am leaning towards three of them. There's only one that I don't think it is. Alright, Tuned Off says it was either Jewel or Miley Cyrus. Sea Chicken says it was either Taylor Swift or Jewel. I'm going to say the only one I don't think it is Beyonce. But other than that, I don't know. Other than that, I do not know. So if it is Jewel, you are both still in. If it is Taylor Swift, Sea Chicken is in, Tuned Off is out. If it is Miley Cyrus, Sea Chicken is out. The correct singer who wrote essays, poetries, and sketches and called it Chasing Down the Dawn is... It is Jewel, which means you are both still in the game. All right, ladies and gentlemen, question number 44. Tuned Off, Sea Chicken, let's duel. What is the Oscar holding in its hand in the statue? What is the Oscar statuette holding in its hand? Is it a sword? Absolutely nothing, a film reel, or a script? What is the Oscar holding in its hand on the statue? sword, absolutely nothing, a film reel, or a script. I think I'm semi-sure on this one. I am semi-sure on this one. Can't believe I went for a beer. I was doing so good not having one. All right, we got Toondog's guess in, and we have Sea Chicken's guess in. Toondog, covering his bases, said A, B, C, and D, which means he's automatically losing three chips. Sea Chicken says the Oscar is holding a film reel. So we know Toondog's definitely still in the game. If, I don't know where my pen just went. Here it went. I just put it down. That's why I got spares. Probably hit the floor. If it is a film reel, Sea Chicken is still in. Everything else, Toon is still in. Ladies and gentlemen, the correct answer is... it's a sword. Believe it or not, the Oscar has it's literally, I can't remember if he's holding it and is pointing down. Yeah, I think it's pointing down. I think that's what it is. Which means Sea Chicken has had his second loss. And that means that we are down to Twisted, Toon, and Sari, unless somebody else wants to jump in. Yeah, that's what I think it is. I think he's holding it in front of him, and it points straight down to his feet. All right. So, Toon, who would you like to take on? Would you like to take on Twisted, or would you like to take on Sari? Oh, Toon rematching with Twisted? Alright, so it is Toon versus Twisted in the rematch. Alright, so here is Let's Duel. According to most health magazines, where is the first place you show your signs of aging? I already know this one. According to most health magazines, where is the first place you show your signs of aging? Is it the hands, the eyes, the nose, or the mouth? It seems obvious, but you never know. Because Sari and Fallen both missed the question about the granite stones. All right, we got Toondog's answer, so we just gotta wait for Twisted. He's probably like still grabbing a cigarette. Scary part is I know this one because I was working on my files. I found this exact question reworded. More gambling questions. Well, I do want to work on the Catch-21 game. I do want to work on the Catch-21 game. All right, Twisted, here's the question for you. According to most health magazines, where is the first place you show signs of age? All right. Toondoff says it is the eyes. Twisted, however, said it's either the hands or the eyes. He's grabbing, but it's not a cigarette. I know this one. This one I have no doubts on. I could have gotten this, but that's because I saw an earlier question that had this exact question to it. According to most health magazines, the first place you start to show signs of your aging is the eyes. The wrinkles around your eyes literally are what starts it. And with that, Twisty, you are still in, but you lose one chip. The funny thing is, a lot of there's a difference between health magazines and what other people say, but a lot of people say it's the hands. You'll actually start seeing the wrinkles in your hands before the eyes, but most of them say the crow's feet in your eyes is the first thing you're going to see. All right, so with that, you're both still in, and here is the next question. Let's duel. Whose vault did the password "a fool and his money are soon parted" give access to? Whose vault did the password "a fool and his money are soon parted" give access to? Was it Jack Benny, Tim Conway, Groucho Marx, or Red Skelton? And I know this one. This one, I guarantee you, I would only need one chip. But then again, I grew up rewatching first run reruns of all four of them. Whose vault did the password "a fool and his money are soon parted" give access to? Was it Jack Benny, Tim Conway, Groucho Marx, or Red Skelton? Alright. Twisted says it was either Jack Benny or Red Skelton. Toondoff had no clue and went with all four, which means Toondoff, no matter what, you're losing 3 chips, but you are still in the game. Twisty is giving up 1 chip if he is still in the game. If it is Jack Benny or Red, you're both still in. The correct answer is... it's A. I guarantee you it's A. Wrong Marx Brother, Twisted. Jack Benny made a reputation in his comedy as being a tight flint. A tightwad. Skin flint tightwad. It was literally, that was Jack Benny's running gag. It didn't matter which comedian he was working. He would work with Groucho. He could work with Red. He could work with, no matter who he worked with. The running joke was Jack Benny was a skin flint. If you ever get a chance, go back and listen to some of his audio tapes with damn it, I just had his name and I forgot it. His sidekick. And there is some of the funniest things about what Jack Benny wouldn't spend money on. It is absolutely hilarious. In fact, it was so hilarious, he actually broke Groucho Marx on a radio broadcast. All right. Next question. Here is the duel. What is the name of the chief winged monkey in the movie Wizard of Oz? Yes, it actually has a name. Is its name Otto, Nico, Kino, or Beck? What is the name of the chief winged monkey in the movie Wizard of Oz? Is it Otto, Nico, Kino, or Beck? Rochester. Thank you, Red. I'm sitting there like I know it and I can't think of it. And it's like I was getting ready to say it and I changed my word and I forgot what it was. All right, we got Twisted's guess in, and we have Toondog's guess in, and you both went with a spare guess. Ironically, you both agreed on B. However, Toondog kept with the KO Fury and went with Kino, while Twisted just picked one that just seemed way out there, and he said it's Beck. So if it's Otto, you are both out. If it is Nico, you are both still in. If it is Kino, Twisty is still in, or I'm sorry, if it's Kino, Toondog is still in. If it's Beck, Twisty is still in. Ladies and gentlemen, which chief winged monkey is in the movie Wizard of Oz? The correct answer is Nico. Nico is the chief monkey in the Wizard of Oz, which means you are both still in the game. And we go to question number 48. And again, let's duel. In what year were zip codes first introduced to the U.S. mail? Was it 1947, 1954, 1959, or 1963? In what year were zip codes first introduced to the U.S. mail? And I don't remember. I would be covering my best bases on this one. I don't remember. I honestly don't. I could. This is one of those where it's like, I haven't had a lot of them where I'd have to do all four. But for me, I think I would have to do all four on this one. All right, we got Toondog's guess in. And we have Twisted's guess in. Twisted and Toondog both said D. Twisted, however, covered his bases and said B as well. So that means no matter what, Twisty, if you are still in, you lose one chip. If Toondog is right, he loses nothing. Ladies and gentlemen, zip codes were first introduced to the U.S. mail in, I want to say 59, but I don't know. 1963. So you are both still in. I would have been wrong. But like I said, that was one I would probably have to do all four. Because I had no clue off the top of my head. I had no clue whatsoever. Alright, question 49. What does the phrase "Elvum ipsum etiam vivere" translate to in English? What does the Latin phrase "Elvum ipsum etiam vivere" translate to in English? Is it Elvis is still alive, life inside of life, seize the day, or life is sometimes not fair? What does the Latin phrase "Elvum ipsum etiam vivere" translate to in English? Is it Elvis is still alive, life inside of life, seize the day, or life is sometimes not fair? I think I know this one. I think I know this one. All right, we got Toondog's guess in. And we have Twisted's guess in. And you guys went identical. You both think it means Elvis is still alive. The only one I know it's not is Seize the Day. We all know Carpe Diem. I don't know. I will say I think it's Elvis is still alive. But let's find out. Album ipsum etiam vivere is Elvis is still alive. Yeah, but there were the other two of the other three also had alive and living in them, or life. There was life within inside of life, and I forgot what the fourth one was. So Elvis is Elvum. Elvum Presley. Thank you very well. I don't know how you would do it in Latin. How would you do thank you very much in Latin? Hey Elvis, how would we do thank you very much in Latin? Don't know. We will figure it out. All right, ladies and gentlemen, Twisted, tuned off. Your next question. Who was not inducted into the Basketball Hall of Fame in its first year of 1959? Who was not inducted into the Basketball Hall of Fame in its first year of 1959? Victor Hansen, James Naismith, Charles Hyatt, or George McCann? See, you know the funny thing is Sari's like, she wants you guys to both miss because she wins by default if that happens. Who was not inducted into the Basketball Hall of Fame in its first year of existence, 1959? Victor Hansen, James Naismith, Charles Hyatt, or George McCann? Well, see, because if you both miss, you both have two losses. All right, Twisted is in. And Tuned Off is in. And Twisted, no matter what, you're going on to the next question because you picked all four of them. Tuned Off says it's A, C, and D. So who was not inducted into the Basketball Hall of Fame? And if Tuned Off is right, he loses 2 chips. The first year of elimination, the person that was not inducted in 1959, the first year of the Basketball Hall of Fame, was Victor Hansen. Naismith actually did get inducted. Naismith, because the obvious one that's sitting there is Naismith, because he invented the game. Victor Hansen, I think Hansen was like one of the first owners of the NBA. Or the ABA. He was the one that was not inducted. The trick was, did Naismith make it in on the first year? All right, ladies and gentlemen. The next question is up. Twisty, you can only pick 3 max. Toon, you still have all 4 remaining. In what year did the United States, in what magazine did the United States Pledge of Allegiance first appear? In what magazine print outlet did the United States Pledge of Allegiance first appear? Is it Youth Companion Magazine, the New York Times, the Boy Scout Handbook, or Vanity Fair? In which of those four did the Pledge of Allegiance for the United States first appear? The Youth Companion Magazine, the New York Times, the Boy Scout Handbook, or Vanity Fair? I think I know this, but I would be hedging my bets. I think I know this, but it's the word think. Because like I said, I've intentionally tried to avoid reading the question file because I don't want to know the answers. Alright, Tuned Off is in. Twisty. Just remember, if you are going to cover your bet, you only have 3 chips available to you. Tuned Off, if you're covering your bets, you still have all 4 available to you. Alright, the guesses are in. Tuned Off went with A, B, C, and D. So Tuned Off had to cover his bases. Twisty, trying to save a chip for just in case, went with B and C. So where did the Pledge of Allegiance first appear? It was Youth Companion Magazine, which means Twisty is out. Twisty just lost his second game, which means the finals are Tuned Off versus Sari. It's rigged. No. It is not rigged. So this, ladies and gentlemen, is for the final prize. This is the elimination game. Whoever wins this duel wins this game. So, Toon, better have your thinking cap on, because I have no idea how hard or easy these next batch of questions are. So, Sari, you ready? Tuned Off, are you ready? We bribed your bladder? And here's the thing, is we got like at least 51 questions that we're going to be adding to the trivia bot after this game. All right, Sari, Tuned Off? Here is your duel. Which playwright wrote the screenplay to Alfred Hitchcock's Shadow of a Doubt? Which playwright wrote the screenplay to Alfred Hitchcock's Shadow of a Doubt? Was it Tennessee Williams, Arthur Miller, Frederick Knott, or Thornton Wilder? You win the most. Well, that's because you and Sari battled for like about 12 questions. Ironically, it was only about 12 questions. Because I think you guys went from 26 to 38. Alright, we got Sari's guess in. Tuned Off says D. Now, I got to get a count of who's won how many. Tuned Off won 3, right? Let's see, Tuned Off beat Sea Chicken, Twisted. No, Tuned Off's won 2. Twisted's won 5, Sari's won 3. So, Twisted, I will be honest, if they both double eliminate, you win. Just to let you know. If they both double eliminate, you win on most games won. Alright, we have the guesses in. Sari says Shadow of a Doubt was either by Arthur Miller or Thornton Wilder. Toondov says it was definitely Thornton Wilder. With that, who wrote the screenplay to Shadow of a Doubt? The correct answer was Thornton Wilder. Thornton Wilder was indeed the playwright who wrote Alfred Hitchcock's screenplay Shadow of a Doubt. All right. Let's keep this duel going before Sari falls asleep. Pound cake got its name because the original recipe was invented by Margaret Pound, contained a pound of butter, contained a pound of each ingredient, or weighed about a pound after baking. Pound cake got its name because the original recipe was invented by Margaret Pound, contained a pound of butter, contained a pound of each ingredient, or weighed about a pound after baking. We have Sari's guess in. And we have Toondov's guess in. And I will tell you, you guys both think it might have been because it contained a pound of butter, or a pound of each ingredient. Toondov said, well, maybe not every ingredient, but at least a pound of butter. Pound cake got its name because the original recipe contained a pound of each ingredient. So Toondov losing one chip, Sari not losing any chips on that one. And we continue with this duel. In the 15th century, what barrier was used to prevent collision by charging mounted knights? Was it the tilt, the merlon, the guardrail, or the trebuchet? In the 15th century, what barrier was used to prevent collision by charging mounted knights? Was it the tilt, the merlon, the guardrail, or the trebuchet? And I don't know if it's tilt or tilt. I don't remember. And we have Toondov's guess in. In the 15th century, what barrier was used to prevent collision by charging mounted knights? The tilt, the merlon, the guardrail, or the trebuchet? All right, Toondov covered his bases and basically said A, B, C, and D. So no matter what, Toondov, you are still in the game, but you lose 3 chips. Sari says it's either the tilt or the merlon. What barrier was used to prevent collision by charging mounted knights? The correct answer was the tilt. I thought it was the merlon, to be honest with you. The tilt was actually designed so that when they jousted, among other things, they wouldn't run into each other. I forget what else it was used for. I forget what else. I know there's another one. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is question 55. From which state was Jeanette Rankin the first woman to be elected to the U.S. Congress? Yeah, I think I just threw trebuchet up there because I needed a French-sounding word, and it was the only thing I could think of. Oh, yep, Sari should be down 2 chips. Sorry. From which state was Jeanette Rankin the first woman elected to the U.S. Congress? And obviously, as a congresswoman, she was a representative. All right, Siri has her guess in. We'll pick up listing the Canadians. Now it's a party. 24 Canadian strip club legs and bacon. All right, the guesses are in. Siri says, Sari's pretty confident, I think, because her answer came in pretty damn quick. Says that Jeanette Rankin is from Montana. Tuned off pretty much says it is either Idaho or Montana. The correct answer, Jeanette Rankin was the first woman elected to the U.S. Congress, and she actually came from Montana. I knew that one. That one I did know in a heartbeat. And tuned off, spending one extra chip. So this is still anybody's game. It's one of those where if we get another Russian explorer question, tuned off might be in good shape. Ladies and gentlemen, the next question on the board. What are vibrissae? What are vibrissae? Are they whiskers? Sad feelings. Musical rhythms, which I'm not going to do because you guys know I can't sing. Or weather vanes? What are vibrissae? Are they whiskers? Sad feelings. Musical rhythms? Or weather vanes? I can't do a weather vane. I don't have anything I can fake a weather vane with. Alright, we have Sari's guess in. And we have Tundov's guess in. And you both went with whiskers, but Sari covered her bases with musical rhythms. So what are vibrissae? Vibrissae are, I'm pretty sure I know this one, whiskers. Actually, I think they're more like cat whiskers, more so than people whiskers, but it's a generic term. Because like for most of you that know, that's how cats get around in the dark for the most part. It's like if their whiskers hit something, they know it might be too narrow. So we are down. Tundov has 5 chips. Sari has 7. This is still a very close match. And here is the next question. In the Who's On First routine of Abbott and Costello, what was the name of the pitcher? In the Who's On First routine of Abbott and Costello, what was the name of the pitcher? Was he today, tomorrow, nobody, or somebody? And do you know which player doesn't get named? There's one position that does not get named in the routine. All right, we have Sari's guess. Yep, it's the right fielder that never gets named. And Tundov's guess. All right, Sari pretty much went for one guess, taking her chance. And Tundov covering his bases with one, with today and tomorrow. So if it is tomorrow, you are both still in the game. If it is today, Tundov wins. If it's nobody or somebody, Twisted wins. The correct answer, the name of the pitcher is Tomorrow. I will tell you tomorrow. So his name. So you're going to tell me tomorrow? No, it's tomorrow. No, it's today. What's tomorrow? And it's like twisted driving. You never know. Weirder things have happened. Because like I said, Twisted actually has 5 wins. Sari's got 3. Toondoff's got 2. But Toondoff or Sari actually have to win to not be double eliminated. But yeah, the right fielder is the only player in the entire thing that does not get named. And I think they said it was actually a mistake. They were supposed to do a part where the right fielder got named, and somehow it got left out. All right, question 58. According to Ralph Waldo Emerson, what is the first secret of success? Is it self-depreciation? Is it self-awareness, self-trust, or self-motivation? According to Ralph Waldo Emerson, what is the first secret of success? And we have Sari's answer in. And we have Toondoff's answer in. And they both say it is self-trust. Trust in yourself and you will succeed. Is it self-trust? It is self-trust. You have to trust in yourself before you can succeed. I think he says that's first. I think self-depreciation is second or third. Second? Because he actually lists like 3 of them, if I remember rightly. But you have to trust in yourself before anything. All right, question 59. In this duel, which of these words is a translation of the word smorgasbord? Is it a feastful table? Is it bread and butter table? Is it warmth on the table? Or is it chair and table? No, once I get a whisper tuned off, it's locked in. You cannot do like whisper A and then say, oh, it had this one. That's the one thing that we've enforced throughout the entire thing. Which of these words is a translation of smorgasbord? A feastful table, a bread and butter table, warmth on the table, or chair and table? I'm going to say this one should be an easy one. I think this one's an actual easy one. But I have been wrong. Alright, we have Toondoff's answer in. So Sari, we're waiting on you. And we have Sari's answer in. And I'm going to tell you, this is going to decide who wins the game. Because Toondoff says it's a feastful table. Sari says it's a bread and butter table. Which means one of our 3 players, Toondoff, Sari, or Twisted, has just won the game. If it is a feastful table, Toondoff wins. If it is a bread and butter table, Sari wins. If it is warmth on the table or chair and table, Twisted wins. Ladies and gentlemen, this duel officially comes to an end when we learn that a smorgasbord means a bread and butter table. A smorgasbord means bread and butter, which means Sari has eliminated Toondoff and wins the game with 4 victories and 1 loss. A smorgasbord is actually a bread and butter table, which means Sari takes the duel in 59 questions. That is a lot of questions for one of our games. I will be honest, I would have said A, B, and C. I would have said, or A, B, and D. The only one I didn't think it was warmth on the table. That was the only one I did not think it was. And like I said, I was literally, for the most part, I was playing along with you guys because I had no clue. Because I actually have the file in front of me, but if I had to reread the question, I made sure not to read the answers in order so that I didn't know which one was the right one. And that's hard to do when you're working on a computer. So congratulations, Sari, who takes the duel in 59 questions. And the bot is going to be very happy because now we get 59 questions we get to add to the bot. All right. That was one hell of a matchup. It really was. Like I said, I love the duel game because I can put the hardest questions in the world in there, and you guys can't say I'm cheating because I'm giving you the answer at some point. One of the four will always be the right answer. But Sari was taking chances. Sari was doing a lot of one-answer guesses. I'm trying to think. The one that got her was the Russian one. I got her because she didn't know that one, or at least I don't think she knew that one, and she was covering her bases. And I forget the other one. So congratulations to Miss Sari, who will now be getting the large prize out of the treasure chest. As soon as I find it, where'd it go? There it went. The granite one. That was the other one. See, the funny thing is, I know that's what Wales is actually famous for, is its granite. So it kind of surprised me nobody covered their bases on that one. Everybody was just so sure it was Scotland. It was like, it's Scotland. Toon wasn't playing and he swore it was Scotland. Sari thought it was Scotland. Everybody thought that one was Scotland. And I'm like, nope, that one I actually knew. That one I knew for various reasons and various experiences. Alright, so give me 1 minute, Sari, as I've got to... Now I actually have to put together like 59 more multiple choice questions, which is going to be hard. Alright, so Sari, going for... Close this out, so it's closed. Treasure chest number 40. Treasure chest number 40 for Sari. Whoop, get back there. Which means Sari will be getting out of the treasure chest. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, she getting one of my Animal House pieces. This is one of those things that nobody even knew really existed. But it does exist. And I gotta make sure I grab the right one. Oh, she gets the good one. This is my favorite one of the three. I like Bluto, but to me, getting Flounder is so much better. Who didn't like Flounder? Huh? Everybody had to love Flounder, right? Look, there we go. So congratulations, Sari, as Flounder is now yours. I love the fact he's got the Kent button on. I love that. And the colored striped tie. And the beanie. It just looks so much like him, doesn't it? It really, really does. So we still have D-Day and Bluto in the prize pile. But this is the first given away Animal House figure. Like I said, finding these is hard to do. I will tell you that right now. I want to check something just to see. Nope. Dun, dun, dun. It is the 9-inch Stephen First flounder figure. I was trying to think of his name. That's why I had to go look it up. I knew it, but I couldn't think of it. And this one on Amazon is like a $40 piece. It's like a $40 piece on Amazon for the regular used one, I think. Bye, Flounder. So we're gonna go put Flounder with series other prizes. Now I gotta find a big box for series. Well, I think I already need a big box for series. I think series pile is actually larger than I expected to start with. Because she's got the Matrix figure, the Flounder figure, the keychain, and the April O'Neil small. So Siri actually has 4 things going out to her, which means I gotta get another big box. Yes, that's why I hate Office Max. I really do. I hadn't either until I saw him at the toy show, and I had to grab him. I hadn't seen him till the toy show, one of the toy shows, Walrus, and I guess this was back in March, and I saw all 3 of them. I'm like, that's all 3 of them. I'm getting all 3 of them. No ifs, ands, or buts. That's 3 fantastic prizes. All right, guys, it is now 12:30, which means we have been streaming for 7 hours. 7 hours tonight. Wow. What have we given away? So we've given away 1 token. We gave away the Flounder piece. Is that all we've given away tonight? That can't be right, can it? No. And we gave away the pink Foley glasses. I knew there was something else. We hadn't given away. All right, guys. So with that, 7 hours is a long time. 7 hours is a long time, and I don't have anything left right now to continue on. Otherwise, I would. I don't have any open games. I got to work on the panel. Oh, I do have one, but I don't think we got six active awake people right now. I don't think, or 7 active awake people. Because now that Series 1, she's out. Guy in Box is not here, so he's out. Because he actually won for a show. Yeah, I actually did have one more set up. But, like I said, I don't think we got enough people awake to participate. Otherwise, we would have done... Ooh, where is it? Otherwise, I would have done a game of... Otherwise, I would have done a game of Panic Attack. But, like I said, I don't think I got enough people awake right now. So we're going to hold off on Panic Attack. Possibly we might do this Thursday. We'll see. I'm not sure. And I might be on tomorrow. Who knows? So with that, guys, we're going to wrap things up. 7 hours is a long time. And like I said, surprisingly, we only gave away 3 prizes, which kind of amazes me. But then again, we did have one list that nobody got the prize on. Then we have one list we did get the prize on. I forget what else. So, yes, let's hope we have a good day tomorrow, Toon. That's all I'm going to say. So with that, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to wrap things up. We're going to wish you a very good night. We hope you guys all enjoyed yourself, despite the one network hiccup. And with that, if we're really in a good mood, we'll see you tonight or today, because it is 12:30 here. If not, we will see you guys on Thursday. And as we always say around here, exercising the body, absolutely the right thing to do. The dual game proved it. Exercising these is just as rewarding and just as appreciative. So with that, ladies and gentlemen, we will see you guys either today or Thursday. Y'all have a good night now. You hear?
Just make sure that you tune in to List Wiz. You're watching List Wiz. If you're breathing in right way, just make sure that you tune in to List Wiz. You're watching List Wiz. If you're breathing in right way, just make sure that you tune in to List Wiz. You're watching List Wiz. If you're breathing in right way, just make sure that you tune in to List Wiz.